hard work equals good seasons. So that's what they showed.
Running out on that field with my teammates and my friends is unlike anything else, because those are the guys that I've worked with, those are the guys I put in all the time, I put in all the energy with, and to be running on that field underneath the lights, it's like nothing else, because we have put in the work to be there.
Our team had exceptional confidence in each other, and that we would never give up, and we worked harder than any other team we played.
We always expect success here. We've had a good program for many years, but a lot of things have to happen to make a long tournament run.
For me, it was just a fun time. You know, it's football, it's fun.
Yeah, right after we lost that sectional game, we went straight to our strength and conditioning coach, Carlos Soto, and Rosie, and we told them that we wanted to make it to a state championship. We wanted to win a state championship right away, and we were willing to put the work in that was needed to achieve that goal.
On 3 days a week, we were going to be lifting at Impact Zone. 2 days a week, we were going to be lifting at the high school. And then on Saturdays, we were going to get together and we were going to lift just at Park West or at Faith West or just someplace. And so it was actually amazing to see the commitment and how much everybody bought into what we were trying to accomplish.
Really neat about this team is if they weren't in a sport, they were in the weight room every single day.
If you can get them to buy in before you win, once you start winning, it's amazing.
In that McCutcheon game, it may have been crazy to the fans and for people outside our program, but I think everybody within our program and the players and the coaches were confident going into that game.
Minutes left and down 2 scores, and you're like, oh man, it's not good.
You know, you're thinking that's it. But we knew we still had a chance. All our guys knew we had a chance. And if there's any hint of a chance, you know, our guys are going to feel like they can do it.
Whole game, I never really thought that we were going to lose the whole game. I always thought we were going to win, but I didn't even really look at the scoreboard until later in the fourth quarter. I'm like, geez, we're down that bad. And then we got a little burst together, and we started playing really well at the end, that last minute 38.
Chris Kidwell that week in practice, who's our onside kicker, he could not make that kick. He over and over and over again practiced it, and they weren't even going 10 yards.
Chris Well kicks a perfect onside kick because it's Chris Well, and then we recover, and then we just drive it down, score it. So it was pretty sweet.
At that point, down 6 points, we were minute whatever it was in the game, I knew we were going to win.
feel like after that game, we kind of thought that anything was possible if you can come back from that.
I think we felt like we were the better team. So for it being that close and our backs that far against the wall, there was a lot of things we needed to correct and get better at. So it showed us a lot of things that we need to improve on. So that's good. But it also gave us the confidence and the momentum knowing, hey, if we're down 13 with less than 2 minutes to go, we can still win the game.
Even though we've worked together for a long time, you're still trying to mesh and get into a rhythm. And I think we found that rhythm. And then defensively, they have replaced a number of guys on defense, and they just started to kind of come together. And I think in that 5 or 6 game run, they only gave up 3 touchdowns or something like that, a couple shutouts.
Let's go. Bring it in, fellas. Time to play football. Hey, let's go. 48 minutes of focus. Let's go. Come on. Let's get it. Come out. Ready to go. Remember to communicate. However that kicker lines up, communicate with each other. All right? And then make sure we get the ball. Guys, it's a statement game. All right? Last year they put it on you. It's your turn. All right? Make the right statement from the get-go. Let's go.
Hey, we went up there and got embarrassed. Right? I've watched that film about 10 times. I can pick out about 10 of you guys that are in this room that get to have paybacks on these guys. Make every snap count. Make every snap count. Be physical. Scheme-wise, out the door. It's about man on man. Win your battle up front every play. It's going to be a great night. You're going to pass the ball. Hit sixes. Right? Hey, it's going to be a fun night. Right? Come out, be physical.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, fellas. Here's what I want to see from the get-go. Okay? I want us to punch them in the mouth. Every single play. Set the tone. When they leave here tonight, they're going to be sore.
they're going to be limping out of here, and they're going to wonder what in the world just hit them. That's what you need to do. Impose your will, set the tone, be the most physical team out there. That happens tonight. Let's get it done.
You can find a way to mentally bring this energy every single Friday from here on out. You're going to be a hard out. Oh, someone's going to have to match that. I don't think they can. I'm fired up. Woo-hoo! My heart is racing. Like, I'm ready to go out there.
Won the toss and was elected to receive. Come back down.
As the season went along, we just consistently got better since the good competition.
Oh! Watch the quarterback! Hey! 2-3! 2-3! Go, go!
Through 8 weeks, it was almost like, a movie with nothing bad happening in it. I mean, and there is no such thing. There's always some conflict at some point. And it was just a perfect season going along. Really no injuries to speak of. Everyone's healthy. We're winning games. We're playing great. And then boom, week 9 comes and we get 2 guys injured bad.
On the way over to that game, I told Kelly Kitchell, I said, Spence needs 2 catches tonight to set a record. Driving up the hill on Teal Road up to CC, never in my wildest dreams did I expect he'd get hurt on the 4th play of the game.
And it was devastating going down right away, I felt a pop in my knee. I thought ACL right away because, I mean, that's a pretty common injury in football, and I thought done for season for sure. But once I talked to my therapist before I had surgery, he told me he had a Rossville basketball player come back in 6 weeks before, and that really, when I heard that story, I thought, wow, if we make it to state, there's no way I'm not playing.
For someone with put in so much energy and so much effort to go down, it's almost heartbreaking. But at the same time, it kind of sent like inspiration through our team, because when he goes down, everyone knows now it's their turn to step up. We all need to make up for him.
This is a crossroads for our team. You know, they can be sad and upset that we lost to CC and that we lost a couple of our senior leaders, or they can say, you know what, we can turn this around and we're going to start right now and get this done. And that's what they did. Once we won those first 2 games in the sectional, that sectional championship, we wanted that thing so bad. Really had to persevere in every single game and get over some bad things that happened, whether it be, you know, fumble and interception, a long touchdown by the other team. It seemed like every game there was something going on. That once we won, it was like, oh, thank goodness, you know, these guys deserve this. Their year is going to be on that rock. Their year is going to be on everything in our locker room. 2015 sectional champs. A sectional championship in football, by far, it's the toughest tournament to win in any sport. You've got to play your A game for almost a month. And other sports, you got to be good for a day. Regional boy coaches watching them on film, we knew that was going to be a